In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Hurts for throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Oh boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And he's coming off of an injury-shortened season where he only played in 8 games. And he's hoping to get back to the all-pro level that he played at a year before. Now, with new weapons in town, he and his team believe they can go deep in the playoffs and have a major impact.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 5. Prescott now. And he is caught by Lamb. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of the new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. Prescott to throw it. He completes this one to Mingo. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 jump plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Williams will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on a short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? Now the game's being played.
It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now after the loss, they'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Prescott to throw on 4th. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. George Pickens, 41 yards. And the Cowboys take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going. Hurts fumbles it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. To throw is Prescott. Screen play set up for Williams. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Aubrey good with the PAT. And it's now 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know Hurts fumbles it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you are inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic. And as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
King, Bill King, Bill, first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Great, set.
Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Prescott now after the fumble recovery.
Oh, that is incomplete. They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. It's just a game of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Throwing, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 12 yards. And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the
throwing is Hurts. And now the ball's out. Full near midfield. There he goes right side. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 31, here's 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And just not enough on the throw there. Got around his feet and incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On 2nd and 10. Hurts. It's caught. Smith. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
Back to throw again. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Well, Charles, I mean, things just seem to be getting worse and worse for one sideline. Or flip it over after that fumble return for a touchdown. Better and better on the opposite end. What an impressive first half performance.
And, partner, I know the saying in the NFL goes that no lead is safe. But I will say that this one seems pretty secure. And if we continue to see plays like that, I'm going to switch back and say this lead is safe.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it is 42-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And an Eagles first down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. To throw again on second down. Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. A yard, all they need, but it's third down.
Brings up third and
again, he'll drop to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 22-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back to the 24. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Boy, as we look down on the field, you can just see how a play like that changes momentum. Look, one side hooting and hollering, getting the big block, and the other side obviously dejected.
And since you mentioned momentum, few plays can change momentum as quickly as a blocked field goal. Big-time play there. Now see if they can capitalize on it and turn the fortunes in their direction.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen here, and you never know what you're going to get in the NFL. Sometimes it goes down to the wire. Other times, it's blowout city, like what this game is shaping up to be. But hey, anything can happen, so let's go to the second half. Send it back out to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scotty, thank you as always. Well, likely 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Breaks through the contact. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Prescott. This one swung out to Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's a turnover on downs.
He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. Did he get the feet down? Yes! Touchdown! Devontae Smith, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are able to claw one back. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. Oh, and now some space to operate. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Javonte Williams. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I know I should keep the focus on the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Aubrey good with the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
And when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
You get hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Holding offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He's got room past the 30. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good for an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 40.
It's complete to Brown, right side. It's picked up by the Cowboys. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 53 yards. And the Cowboys are pouring it on.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Third and 7.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's Hurts to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams head out for this next drive. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter.
So I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Prescott from the gun. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And shutting him off that open field. Touchdown, Cowboys. Javonte Williams with now 3 week-run touchdowns. And the Cowboys are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your... Turn man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
Britton, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1. Barkley hit on the ball, pop screen. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm not trying to be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Reed Blankenship on the coverage.
Prescott to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And there'll be a break in the action here because Prescott is going to use the timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A gain of 7 that time, second and goal. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Vaughn will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Aubrey now for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive for 4 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Brown with his stick skills. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Great, set.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Cowboys have recovered. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline is still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point. But being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Cowboys.
Vaughn on 1st and 10. Wiggles free. Still moving. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's another.
Throwing here, Prescott. Now a run here off the RPO. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
No, touch that. No.
They'll start out here with the option left. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact...
And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drops? 3 fumbles? It's time to change your luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration. You'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for Dallas, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, yeah. It's so rugged. So right. It's so rugged. It's so right. It's so right. One album is getting kinda hectic. Too many fans on me like I'm in Texas. 3 years deep now, keeping them guessing. 4-star hotel, what's for breakfast? 5 fingers, give you a blister. 6 at the wheel, you're 6 the mister. Give me your mama, I'ma kiss her. I said 6 rings on me like I'm in Pittsburgh. Motion maker, record breaker. 6 on my chest like an LA Laker. Black belt MC, call me master. 6 on the beat, it's a speaker blaster. Bars are hot, and bars are ready. A Middle Caesars with the extra cheddar. Extra style, extra flow. Swift for sale, like 5 below. Yeah, in the club now like I'm BDE.
The 2026 season has arrived. I'm Scott Hansen, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 1. Lots to get to. We'll start in Philadelphia. The Eagles at home to take on the Cowboys. And it's some Big D for Big D, the Dallas defense. The ball's out. It's scooped up, and they're going to return it for the touchdown. A turnover in their own end of the field for a score for the D. The Cowboys come out on top, and Brian Schottenheimer has his first W as the head coach of Big D. Next up, Lambeau Field. Let's look in on the Packers. They're hosting the Detroit Lions. And he was a top 10 rusher from a year ago, Josh Jacobs. He had 15 touchdowns on the ground last year. He's got his first of the new season right now. Lastly, we go to Indianapolis. It's the Colts taking on the Miami Dolphins. And this is Nick Westbrook-Akine. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. 69 yards for the touchdown catch. The Dolphins come away with the victory on the road in the season opener. And that'll do it for us. After a fun first week, let's do it again, shall we? Scott Hansen here in Orlando. Good night from EA Sports.